Hello, hello, and a massive, massive welcome back to everyone tuning in for day 5 of our 60-day spoken English podcast. Wow, Ishani, can you believe it? We have officially made it nearly through our very first week.
It feels incredible, Sam. Honestly, to everyone listening right now, if you are still here, if you are pressing play on day 5, it shows you have the discipline it takes to master a new language. Most people quit by day 3, but you are still here. Absolutely. Give yourself a pat on the back.
You really should. You know, in our rich dad mindset, we talk about assets. Your ability to communicate is your greatest financial asset. Today is a very special day because we are tackling a topic that literally changes lives: English for freshers.
Oh, this is a big one. Whether you are just out of college or maybe you're looking for that very first professional break after a gap, today's episode is your roadmap. We are going into the trenches, guys. We're going to dive deep into that famous, slightly scary question: why should we hire you?
I bet just hearing that sentence makes some of you feel those interview jitters right now. Your heart starts racing, your palms get sweaty. But don't worry, by the end of this session, you'll feel much more prepared. Let's get to work.
So let's start with the basics. You are a fresher. In the professional world, being a fresher means you're a blank canvas. You are full of energy, you have the latest knowledge, and you are ready to learn.
But Ishani, I've noticed that freshers often feel tongue-tied because they worry about their lack of experience.
Exactly. They think, I haven't worked anywhere, so I have nothing to say. But let me tell you a secret. Recruiters aren't just looking for experience. Especially for entry-level roles, they are looking for 2 things: communication and coachability. They want to see if they can talk to you and if you can learn fast.
Spot on. And the very first step to showing that is the formal greeting. First impressions in a professional setting, especially in places like the USA, UK, or Norway, are built on that first hello.
Right. Remember your essential tools: good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Now, Ishani, we have to remind them about the good night trap again, don't we?
Yes. Listeners, please, if your interview is at 7 p.m. on Zoom, do not say "good night, sir" when you join the call. Good night is only for when you're leaving or going to sleep. Use good evening to say hello. It sounds small, but wow, it makes you look so much more polished.
And what about the physical part, Ishani? The handshake.
Oh, the handshake is vital. In global corporate cultures, it is customary to shake hands firmly, not too tight like a wrestler, and not too soft like a wet fish. A good handshake should last about 2 to 3 seconds.
2 to 3 seconds. That's just enough time to look them in the eye and say, "It's a pleasure to meet you," or "Nice to meet you." If you have a weak handshake, it can sometimes signal a lack of confidence before you even open your mouth.
Definitely. And here's another linguistic secret for freshers. Use "I'd like" instead of "I want."
Ooh, I love this one. Explain why, Ishani.
Well, imagine a recruiter asks, "Which department do you want to join?" If you say, "I want to work in marketing," it sounds a bit demanding, almost rude. But if you say, "I'd like to work in marketing," that small D sound, which stands for would, makes you sound sophisticated and respectful.
Wow, I'd like to. It's such a small change, but the vibration of the conversation changes instantly. It shows you know how to navigate a professional space.
Okay, Sam, let's get to the boss level question. The recruiter leans forward, fixes their glasses, and asks, "So, why should we hire you over other candidates?" The million-dollar question. This is not the time to be shy, guys, but it is also not the time to sound like a braggart. You need to present yourself as a solution to their problem.
Right. And even if you've never had a job, you can use your recent accomplishments. Remember the word "just" from our previous lessons?
Yes, as a fresher, just is your best friend. You can say, "I just finished my degree in engineering with honors," or "I just completed a certification in digital marketing." It shows you're fresh and ready to apply that knowledge immediately.
Exactly. Now, listeners, when you answer this question, I want you to focus on 3 specific pillars: skills, enthusiasm, and fit.
Let's break that down. For skills, don't just say I am good. Use phrases like I'm really good at data analysis or I'm a big fan of creative problem solving.
And for enthusiasm, use your energy. Say, I'm really excited about the possibility of growing with this company. It shows you aren't just there for a paycheck, you're there to contribute.
But what if they feel they don't have enough proof of their skills?
That is where the story learning method comes in. Instead of just listing qualities, tell a mini story. For example, during my final year project, I had to lead a team of 4. It was a big challenge, but we finished on time. That experience taught me how to handle pressure.
Wow, that is so much more convincing than just saying I am a leader. Anyone can say they're a leader, but the story proves it. Absolutely.
All right, let's get real for a moment. Sam, we've both seen this. There are a few common mistakes that many Indian candidates make during interviews, and usually it's just because of how we were taught English in school.
Mistake number 1, the myself trap. We talked about this on day 1 and we are saying it again because it's a job killer. Never ever start your introduction with myself Rahul.
Oh, it's so common. But in a professional interview in the US or UK, it sounds grammatically weak. Always use I am or my name is. Keep it clean.
Mistake number 2, over-translation and the 100 mph problem.
Oh, I know this feeling. You're sitting there, the recruiter asks a question, and your brain starts translating from Hindi to English. Suddenly, there's a long silence. You get tongue-tied.
And then you try to catch up by speaking really fast, but the world doesn't speak like a textbook. As we say in our GIST method, don't try to be perfect. If you're busy translating every word, you'll miss the gist of the recruiter's question.
The solution? Extensive listening. Stop listening to grammar rules and start listening to professional podcasts like this one. Get your brain used to the natural flow.
Mistake number 3, being a robot.
Yes. In school, we are taught to be very formal. Yes, sir. No, ma'am. But in a modern interview, they want to see your personality. Use polite interjections. Say sure instead of a robotic yes. Say I see to show you're following their point. And if you don't understand something, don't just stare at them like a deer in the headlights. Say, could you please repeat that? Or if the internet is bad, say, I'm sorry, the line is breaking up.
And finally, mistake number 4, weak body language. We mentioned the handshake, but don't forget eye contact.
Right. And global cultures, looking someone in the eye shows honesty. If you look at the floor while speaking, it looks like you're hiding something or you're too scared. Wow, it's such a small change, but it makes a huge impact on how the recruiter perceives you.
Wow, we have covered so much ground today, Sam. From the power of I'd like to the 2 to 3 second handshake rule and how to avoid the translation trap.
I hope everyone feels a bit more interview ready now. But remember, knowledge without action is useless. So here's your day 5 challenge.
I want you to take your phone, open the voice recorder, and answer this question. Why should we hire you?
Keep it under 60 seconds. Use the word just to describe a recent achievement. Use the phrase I'm really good at to describe a skill.
Then listen to the recording. Do you sound confident? Are you using professional greetings? Honestly, do you sound like someone you would want to hire?
Absolutely. You can do this. Remember, every expert was once a fresher. Don't worry about being perfect. Just focus on getting your message across.
Tomorrow, for day 6, we are going to dive into how to stop translating from Hindi once and for all and how to master small talk with colleagues. You definitely want to be there for that.
Thank you so much for spending your time with me today.
And with me. Keep practicing, stay curious, and keep believing in your potential.
See you tomorrow. Good night and take care. Bye-bye.